Hey guys, Manoj Agarwal here once again. Uh, Today I'm going to talk about self-awareness and your true life purpose. So let's talk about that because a lot of people are anxious, they are worried, they are confused about what is going on out there in the world, and these are some tools that you can use to sort of get to understand what life is all about and how you can use these tools to calm yourself down and understand whatever is happening is a-okay. So just quickly to introduce myself, I work with a large number of entrepreneurs, business owners around the globe, and I help them with their business strategy, their mindset, and sort of help them out in any kind of situation, business situation or life situation they are in. If you want to know more about my methods and how I help people, please do check out my latest case study that I published on Medium. Go to innerget.com. I'll drop the link in the post as well. So let's talk about self-awareness and your true life purpose. If you've read my story for the first 35, 40 years of my life, I could not figure out what was my true life purpose. So basically, like with most people, it was more about making a lot of money, gaining a lot of financial success. And in order to do that, I basically adopted a few role models or people who I admired, and they had achieved somewhat what I sort of thought that I wanted, right? And that therein lies the problem, because in general, what we do is we um, we consider some people in our life, whether we know them personally or not, and we make them our ideal. We make their life our goal. Meaning, I want to be like Mr. X. I want to be like Miss Y, who launched a company and took it to $1 billion. I want to be like Mark Zuckerberg or Elon Musk or whatever. But the problem is that you know we are not them and they are not us. So we try to live their life by noticing what they put out there in the public, which is very little. And so we try to follow the path and try to get where they are using the breadcrumbs that they leave out. Some books that they may have written, some podcasts they may have gone through, or any kind of knowledge that you have gained about this idol. But we forget that if we don't live our own life on our own terms, then we are basically putting up roadblocks in our own way, because we won't be exactly follow the same path as the other person. um, and when this happens, we go around and around in circles, churning away, trying to figure out why things are not working. Instead, a much better way of dealing with life, or using these role models as your inspiration, is to use them as consider them as your goalposts or traffic signs, or sort of general guideline. Because let's say if you say, okay, I want to be Mark Zuckerberg, in your own capability, in your own life, you may be far more capable than Mark Zuckerberg, or you may be far more good at something that he's not good at. And if you continue to follow somebody else, you will start to make the same mistakes that they are making, and they will be even more disastrous, because you're trying to follow somebody else. You don't even know the rules of the game, what they are following, and you're trying to make mistakes. Instead, you consider these idols as your goalposts, and then say to yourself, okay, I want to go generally in that direction. I want to start a company. I want to start a social media network. I want to start blogging. I want to start a Facebook Live or whatever. And then you will find, if you're self-aware, you focus on your strengths and weaknesses and use the person that you're trying to follow as your guide. You may actually surpass them in many ways, because now you are working, you are leveraging your strengths, and you're capitalizing on them. So whatever outcome that comes out of this effort will be enormously better than even your mentor or idol can achieve. So that is the power of self-awareness, and that is the power of understanding your true life purpose. Now, I've had challenges, as I said, like for the first 40 years, my life purpose was not aligned well with who I am. And obviously, it's not something that you can just sort of read about. There are many ways, Myers-Briggs assessments and those type of things, but they give you a very little bit of a high level overview of who you are. So what I wanted to do was discover a foolproof method, a scientific method based on research, to figure out exactly what your true life purpose is. And that's the key thing that really shifted a lot in my life, because I understood my life purpose was totally different than where I was supposed to be. And now, once I understand, I'll give you a few examples, right? I love my true identity is justice and love. So I care about others, and I care about being fair. I care about my family. So these are the more important things to me. And when I start to realize this is what gives me satisfaction, I realize no matter what happens out there in the world, I can still get these core values satisfied. I can still be loving. I can still be caring for people who are willing to listen to me. I can still provide value to them by sharing my knowledge, experience, or what have you. um, my family is still with me even through this lockdown and whatnot, right? I'm still able to provide just and valuable, um, honest advice to people who reach out to me. So all these core values are being satisfied, and there is no reason for me to be upset over anything else. But if I when I didn't know that this is what gives me satisfaction, this is what gives me pleasure, that's when anxiety comes in. That's when you start noticing, hey, that person is so far ahead, I'm behind. This person is getting all these promotions, I'm not getting these promotions. And that is because of the lack of alignment with your true self, right? So really, this is it seems like a very simple concept that you may think, we all know it ourselves, but the truth is that most people really don't understand ourselves at a very deep level. So if you want to learn more about this method that we have come up with, drop me a message, contact me on Facebook or LinkedIn. And yeah, I mean, if nothing else, do check out the case study that I have published. Go to innerget.com and check it out. So I hope you are keeping healthy and safe, and focusing on your mental health as well. So uh, keep these concepts in mind. Focus on self-awareness, and find out your true life purpose, and that will give you a lot of mental relief and a lot of satisfaction and fulfillment in life. So with that, I'll close my video. Stay safe and stay healthy. Bye. See you.